Okay, well, the next task I'm doing is I've gotten X11 to build with ZigCC, and the next task I want to do is start trying to use ZigLibC. And the first issue I ran into was I was trying to tell Zig not to include the standard include paths using no standard inc, like this. But I guess Zig doesn't support that, so I was going to add support for it. And maybe this isn't how Zig wants to do it, but this is just my guess on how it wants to do it, so I'm going to try it. What's up, Dirtuful? Do I say that right, Dirtuful? I need to like pay attention to chat because I saw the last time I was missing chat messages. So I've just added a test here to test for no standard inc in the Zig repo. Batuba, what's up? How are you guys doing this Sunday? I should let this stream channel know that I'm going to be streaming. Doing a little chill Sunday stream. Oh, I need to make it a clickable link. There we go. Getting sunburned in the zoo. Ah. The best zoo I've ever been to was one in Thailand, because they have like way less restrictions and rules over there than they do like here in the US. It was so fun, I loved it. Okay, so let's get Zig built here. Remove this file. Let's call this no standard inc. Oh, dash n, not dash n. There we go. Okay, let's stick up master branch real quick and just make sure we can build. I'll just remove the build directory. CMake. I probably don't have, yeah, I'm missing some dependency or something. Nix shell. Yeah, I need to get into my Nix shell. There we go. I don't build Zig every day. Good to see that Twitch started working for me. Oh, cool. What OS are you on? Are you on mobile or desktop? Well, this is interesting. So LLVM13 is looking for a function called so it's a glibc issue. My version of glibc is maybe too old browser, but it lagged for me quite a lot today. Okay. Let me see if I'm using the right Nix shell here. Okay, so this is not a pinned one. Let's go get the pinned one and see if that one works for us. I wasn't expecting not to be able to build Zig. I am on Ubuntu. I'm normally on NixOS. I could switch back to NixOS, and with that, yeah, I might be able to switch back. So if this doesn't work, we can switch back to Nix. Let's see. Looks like the pinned one was removed. I think it was removed here. So let me get that one back. Okay. Let's try it again. Okay, so now since it's getting the pinned one, it's going to get different versions of the tools inside of the Nix shell for Zig. Gotta figure out how to make this chat window always in front. And now I lost the chat window. Oh, okay, now it's in OBS Studio. Okay, cool. Maybe I just have to remember to keep windows away from it. Okay, that'll tell me where my camera is too. Awesome. All right, still downloading the tools from the pinned Nix shell configuration here. I suppose while that's running, it's take a minute. I could try building on X11, my second machine here. Yeah, still getting used to a little bit to this Linux being my main driver. Normally Windows, but I started a new job and it's going to go a lot easier with Linux as my main driver. Okay, let's just move the build directory, make a new one, start our Nix shell, Zig, make, and make. Okay, well that one's running. Let's check. Okay, cool. So we're on an X shell here. Let's remake everything just to be safe. And we're off to the races. This one on the right here, this is my current machine I'm streaming from, and this one's a different machine I'm remoting into. So we'll see which one. This one is a lot faster. It's a Ryzen 5950X, and this one's like a 39 something. It's a few years older. Oh, the machine's like humming now. I wonder if my stream's like dropping frames. Oh. I mean, this one had a sizable head start, but I was wondering if this one would catch up. Okay, not too far behind. Yeah. It's cool. No, you're dropping frames. Wait, I am dropping or I'm not dropping? No, you are dropping, so I am dropping frames. You're going to need clarification on that, Matt. Okay, so we've built Zig. Let's see if... Okay, let's check out my branch now. It just adds a test case. It doesn't actually change anything, but we'll run make just to check. It's interesting it is doing anything. Stream is fine. Okay, cool. I'm the problem, huh? No, Matt, I think you're the problem. You're always the problem. Yeah, okay. Matt, are you going to... I think I saw you join the group. Are you actually going to Italy? Or is anybody else in the chat going to Italy? Nipsey is going to Italy. HBU. Matt, you're using all the young kids lingo. What's HBU? Here, having back. Have, shoot, what is HBU? Oh, Dertufel can't come. Dertufel, where? What country do you live in? Are you close to Italy? Are you in the U.S.? How about you? Oh, you young kids and your lingo. Yeah, I am going to Italy. I had to renew my passport, and so I sent it in like 3 weeks ago, and they're like, expected to take 5 to 7 weeks. So it was like right on the line as to whether I'd get it in time or not, but I got it this week, so I should be good to go. Not sharing myself a bed with Matt. What? Or am I not allowed to share that, Matt? Poland, okay. Poland. Wait, where is Poland? Us Americans don't know where anything is outside of the Western Hemisphere. Oh shoot, you border Ukraine. Wow, so you're really close to what's going on right now. Crazy. Oh yeah, that's right. Poland's where all the Ukrainians are. A lot of refugees are going. That's right. Okay. Uni stuff. Okay, you're in university. Okay, cool. Was coined by your generation. uh, Luke and I. Wait, is Nipsey Luke? Everybody's got different names on everything. I can't keep track. Okay. How's it going, Luke? It was really cool to meet some of you guys at Handmade Seattle, so now I can put a face to who everyone is. Biden visited on Friday. That's right. I think I heard he was going over there. Did you get to talk to him, Dertufel? Test filter. Let's see. Okay. So no, I think I called it CC opt or something. Okay, cool. So our test is failing because it's passing. So this is the test I wrote. CC options and build.zik. So the test is we're going to run zigcc no standard ink and then build this hello.c file. And it should fail. So if I go zigcc dash, well, if I just build it normally, hello.c, it should work. A.out, and it prints hello. So if I add no standard ink, we should not be able to find this standard io.h header file. But we are. And Zig also doesn't complain about it. It just says whatever. I don't know what that flag is, but I don't care. And it just continues on like nothing happened. If I used like GCC or CC or something, and then I go no standard ink, it should fail. Yeah. So that's what we want to see. Let's modify our expected output a little bit here. I love the run step. Like, it's so nice. You just tell it like, I want this output, and it automatically runs it and checks it for you and prints a nice error message if it doesn't match. It's just really, it was written really well. Like, I've written this code like multiple times until I found out that it's in the standard library in the build already. Okay, so expect matches. We probably want, what is this? A string of, array of strings, slice of strings. So we're probably expecting to see standard io.h, file not found. And like that. So we should still pass in causing the test to fail. I need an ampersand here. Cool. Yeah, so expected error exit code 1, but we got exit code 0. So this actually did compile. So how do we go about implementing no standard ink? And to be clear, this no standard ink, the reason why we want it is so we can insert our own libc headers when we're using Zig to compile things. Probably there may be more ways or a better way to integrate Zig libc or tell Zig like, yeah, I wonder if Zig supports like no standard lib, and then if you use no standard lib, it would also remove the headers. In fact, let's try that. Test standalone, let's just do it manually. So Zig cc -no standard lib. In any case, no standard ink should still probably work, but let's just try this. Okay, so no standard lib does work. I'm wondering then if we should just skip implementing no standard ink ourselves and let somebody else do it, because we could use no standard lib. The thing is I wanted to get the headers, get everything compiling and only providing the headers first and do them in separate steps. But we don't necessarily need to do that. So let's do this. Let's just open an issue here and maybe somebody else will deal with this for us. I'll see if anybody has an issue already. Wow, that many. Zig build mixes non-system headers with system headers. Yeah, I know. It's so hard to like get compilers to do what you want. Okay, I don't see anything about this issue specifically, so let's make a new one. Zig cc -no standard ink. Not working. Okay, so we'll provide our little hello.c. Look right? Okay, yeah. Then we'll just say Zig cc -no standard ink hello.c. Expected behavior. We expect it to fail. To fail with this message. Compiles successfully. Okay. I could like go like an even extra mile and like provide my branch as a test case. Why not? Take me like 30 seconds. Okay. How do I just get the branch? probably best to send the commit. I added a test case which can be found in this commit. Okay. So we might come back to this and fix this ourselves, but we'll try the no standard lib first. Okay, so we're using this to compile X11 right now. So let's go open X11. Okay, so we can build X11 right now with just normal ZigCC, and the ZigCC we're using is just normal ZigCC, I believe. Oh, and we passed the target as well. So we don't want to compile natively. Like we don't want to do just ZigCC on its own. So we don't want to just do this. We want to add a target. What's the syntax like? x86-Linux. So then Zig goes into like cross compilation mode, and we can still execute the binaries that we're cross compiling, but we don't want it to be completely native because then Zig will try to find the system libc, and it can't find it, and it just doesn't work. So, but if we just pass, a target that we can still execute, it should be fine. Okay, so this is our build command. I wrote a build.zig file that will build X11. So it's 800 lines. It calls all the automake tools for you, builds everything. And I also added some stuff to like containerize it a bit. But anyway, if we run this, I'll just start running it now. It should build, and we'll verify it builds first. And I have already used this along with my Doom branch and actually built Doom and played it. And why don't I demonstrate that actually? I just fixed a bug, an undefined behavior in Doom here before I started streaming. So once that's done building, I need to check out ziglibc. So our cc command is zigcc, the same target we're building X11 with. We're building 64-bit, and then we add this to add our missing signal stuff. I remember last stream we had some Doom. Yeah, we'll probably get some Doom, some more gameplay here in a second. We'll wait for X11 to build, and then we'll use it. I'm adding this custom X11 build by adding to the C flags. So I'm including all the include directories, and then the libraries themselves. So I just add the library paths, and then I specify the libraries here. So I think it'll be done here in another minute. Oh, it's done now. Okay, so let's try building it. Make. Oh, and it made. All right, let's see if it runs. So here's my custom 8-bit X11 server that connects to the real X11 server, and it's on display 2. So I just go display equals :2 and then run the executable. Should have to. Oh, we need to run it in a terminal because it doesn't like running in Emacs. It prints all those weird characters. And then we add -3 to scale it. Oh, this was with the debugger. We don't want the debugger right now anyway. Okay, so there we go. So it should be playable. I just spent an hour today fixing an undefined bug where when you're getting shot at, I found out that you can strafe in Doom. I didn't know that. But it's like the less than and greater than sign, so I'm using like, I can't, well, I guess I could press control by that. This is so weird to like control, because my hands are like the opposite. Like the right hand is doing the directions and the left hand's doing the strafing, which is opposite to what it is nowadays. Wait, did I choose like a hard difficulty? Because this is harder than I remember. I think I normally choose the easy difficulty and I accidentally chose the hard one. Anyway, it looks like it's running. And that's all compiled with Zig, the X11 libraries and Doom. I suppose libc is not... Wait, no, we're using muscle. So everything is compiled with Zig. Yeah, it's compiling a static executable. I can't actually quit. We get a seg fault, but oh, we didn't get it that time. Sometimes we get a seg fault. But if we look at the executable, it's not a dynamic executable. I wonder how big it is. 9 megabytes. Yeah, so that it has no shared library dependencies. I wonder if it has a loader. Patch elf not found, really? Oops. Okay. Okay, there's no interp section either. So this version of Doom, it should be like completely cross-platform for all Linuxes. So I could probably put this Doom on like a share somewhere and people could download it. In fact, why don't I do that? Let's see, where would I... Oh, but people would have to install Zephyr too. It's a little more involved to like get it running because you need this guy. If anybody does want to try it, let me know, and I'll send them the binary and see if we can get that working. So back to this. Our next goal is to use Zig libc to build X11, and then I don't think we're going to get that done in this stream, but the full goal would be to use it to build Doom as well. But let's just see how far we get. So in this build.zig file, I'm going to add, in addition to my zigcc, I'll add - no standard lib. And let's see what failures we get. Okay, so let's run it. Clean. And then build. So first thing we build is xorg proto. Okay, and this is a common error. So we're in the autogen stage of the build. So all these, like the way that you build is you'll go like autogen.sh, and this will call auto reconf. This will call all the auto tools. Like there's auto make. In fact, I can show you what everything it's calling. So it's calling auto reconf, and then auto reconf will automatically call AC local, auto M4TE, auto mate, auto make, and auto conf. There are more tools than this. So some of them call just these ones, some of them call less or more. But auto reconf will like automatically call all these for you. And each one of them is like responsible for like a different set of files, as I understand. Like one might do the .ac files, I think is autoconf. The .am files is automake. So if we like went into xorg proto, which we have to go in here anyway, you'll see like a makefile.am. This one here. So I believe this is automake. So that one turns this into an actual just make file. And so it uses like special auto make macros. Like if I look for AM here, AM dists. So auto make will run this and generate an actual make file. And then there's like the configure script. So configure.ac. This, I believe, uses autoconf. So this also has a bunch of, see, this is interesting. So this is only 163 lines of code of autoconf code. And it uses like these macros like AC prereq. So this is saying we need at least autoconf 2.6, initializing some autoconf things like the name and the version and a URL. This says like it needs Python. Yeah, things like that. So I think after AC local runs that, it generates something called just the configure script, which is just a bash script, which is 13,000 lines. So we went from 163 to 13,000. So it takes all those macros and stuff and it generates like a bunch of compiler tests and stuff. And then when you run the configure script, it uses all those tests to actually generate your full build, your full mix. So that's like a brief summary of what's going on here for those that aren't familiar with AutoMake. Yeah, in any case, so I encoded like calling these tools in a build.zig file, and it just turns into two calls really, which is the autogen command and then an actual make command. And that's pretty much it. So what happened was we failed in the autogen in this project. There's like 7 projects here. And it failed in the configure, so I can look at config.log for more details. So that would be a common thing when you're trying to debug these issues. I can see already it's the standard io.h. So this is what we would expect to see. So during the configuration, it's testing the compiler and saying, hey, can you compile a simple program? And it can't, so it's like it just stops and says, hey, your compiler doesn't work. So let's give it standard io.h. And we'll give it zig libc's standard io.h. So -i home marler get zig libc inc libc. So standard io.h should be in there. So now if we rerun it, actually I think we can stay in this directory and still run zig build. We'll probably get another failure, but should be a different failure. So yeah, C compiler works, yes. So I think we fixed that one. You can also use a space after -i, which is a lot more readable. Yeah, that's true. Sure. Config.log. Okay, let's see what failed this time. Okay. Oh, we got a seg fault in an executable we built. Okay, so it can't find the entry. Okay, this is, I think, where stuff gets a little hairy. So we used no standard lib, and that prevented us from getting a start symbol. And the start files are weird because you can't just say always add the start library, because you're only supposed to add it with executables. But it's possible. One thing I read was that when you add like a library, like you say -l foo, I read that it uses this to look up symbols. So maybe if there's no symbols that are needed from here, it won't actually use it. So anyway, let's try adding the actual library that has start. So zig libc does have a start library. It's very simple. Start. So it defines a main function, and that will in turn cause zig to include the start symbol because it sees the root source file has a main. Okay, so, oh, and then I included some stuff to like, let me get these changes out of here that I added. Okay, we actually want that change. Add a start step to build start. Okay, but the changes we don't want, well, we'll just comment them out actually. We might actually need them a little bit. I'm getting over a cold a little bit, so I'm like a little bit, my voice is a little lower, my nose is a little stuffy right now, but it's all good. Okay, so we'll comment out this. And okay, yeah, I was getting like some missing symbols when I was doing this, and they were in compiler RT, and I think Zig was not including compiler RT because I said no standard lib. But let's comment it out for now and get back to the state I was in before I started looking into this. Okay, so we should be good to go. Let's run a build. Did I forget to comment out? I think I did. Oh, I need to change compiler RT. Huh? Oh, I didn't save it. Okay, that's all it was. Okay, so that belt. So we'll run this one more time and make sure we get the same error. Okay. Okay, let's go back to our config.log. Okay, we still got the same sec file. Did we get the, okay, no start address. Okay, so this is interesting because maybe Zig's not actually adding the start symbol to our start. So we have two libraries. We have, oh sorry, did we add the start library? I actually don't remember. Maybe we didn't add it. Oh, yeah, I didn't, wait, what? Yeah, so let's add the start library. So because we're, oh, we'll have to also add the library. So our start symbol, yeah, I need -L, thanks Matuba. Yeah, so let's make sure the name of our library is correct. So we should have a lib start. So we have a lib start.a. So let's add that path using -L. Maybe we'll like do something like this. So -L sig out /lib and then L start. Okay. So I'm worried that this will break non-executable compiles, but we'll see. Okay, let's check our config log. Okay, I think that fixed the start issue. Very cool. So we would have failed somewhere here. We got further. Okay, so now it's looking for fopen, ferr, fclose. Okay, so we just need to provide our actual libc now. Trying to format this a little better here, but Okay, let's add our actual libc. I think it's just libc. Oh, we don't need to specify -L again though, so we're good. All right, let's try that. That'd be crazy if this just worked. Ooh, we are getting a lot further than I thought we would, I think. Wow. Oh my God. This is crazy. I think we're on, okay, I think we got through Xorg Proto and we're on to, oh no, we're still on Xorg Proto, I think. I think we got through the configure and we got to the make. Let me just, double check that. I make a file called autogen_done. I'm already in the directory. Yeah, okay, so we did get through the configure. Very cool, I'm very excited about that. Okay, so okay, perfect. We're on to adding more to ziglibc. This is so cool. So the magic command line to add ziglibc is no standard lib -I. Maybe I should like document this. And I can get rid of this crap I was doing earlier. Okay, let's document that. How to use, okay, this is likely to change, but I'm documenting it here for those who are adventurous. Not likely to change. This is raw. This is a little ugly and should change. Sure. You can use ziglibc by running zig build on this repository. Then add these arguments to your zig cc command line. And let's copy these arguments from here. Path to ziglibc. I should like install the headers, and I probably will do that for now, but for now they'll just point to the repo. And actually we're going to need more than just this. We're going to need libc, POSIX, Linux, and then we'll need the -L, install, and that should be it. Okay, let's add that to the README. and instructions on how to use X11 and README. Cool. With that, I'm going to take a quick break and then come back, and then we'll continue on implementing more of X11 to get X11 to compile. All right, I will be right back. All right. Oh, I see Matuba suggested putting a space after dash lowercase l. I don't know if you can do that or not. We could try it. Let's see. No, pretty cool. Actually, I need to origin done. Remove that first so it will retry. Well, I think it worked. Yeah, sure. You can put a space after dash L. I don't know if I've ever seen it done that way. Anytime I've seen dash L, there hasn't been a space, but if it works. All right. We are missing, redefinition of time spec. So we could be, I think we might be including some of the system headers. I wonder if we can find out what that command line is and add a verbose to it and see which headers it's including. Okay, let's see if we can get that working. We can go make install. So what if I just run a make? Will that work? Make install. Wait a second. Is this the project that's failing? Or is it a different project? It is. Oh, we did build Xproto. We failed in libxau, which I believe is X authentication. So xau. Okay, so let's try running a make here. Okay, cool. So I think you can usually add like verbose equals 1 to see the command line. Okay, maybe not. What's the command line to see all the commands? It's like something funky. Print maybe. There's trace. Don't know if that's what we want. Let's try it. Did make just work? Why is make working now? I think like our make trace like so make trace like it's like it ran through the make but didn't run the commands, it just touched the output file. So it's okay. That's a new one. Come on, what's the command line just to print the commands? There's -d, print lots of debugging information. Don't echo recipes. So by default, oh, dash T, touch targets instead of remaking them. Dash dash trace looks better. Here we go. These like old X11 libraries, they do like a lot of like really interesting tricks, like especially with the make file. Like if we looked at the make file here, this is not a make file that you want to. I mean, I think it is generated like from this make file, which is very simple. So that's why it's so crazy. But I don't know, it makes stuff like this difficult. It's just so complicated. And the one that's failing is AU file name. So, okay, that's just in this list of source files here. And I'm sure there's like a rule for, I'm actually not that familiar with like automake and how it works, but, oh, okay, so, okay, here it is. So they go, the lint lib, what's lint lib? Well, whatever lint lib is, here's where the sources are, and it's compiling them all together. But it's not though, it's compiling them one at a time. So automake might be doing something funky with this. Yeah, it's okay. It's turning them into objects here. LO, which I think are linker objects. Yeah. Anyway, I was kind of like just curious how all that was working, but I think we can copy this command line and run it and see if it works. Cool, we get the same error. So let's add a dash V. And we can see that Zig is still including the standard library paths. It's including our Zig libc here, which came from our dash capital I. This should probably be dash I system actually, but I don't know, it doesn't really matter. There's an include directory, and then it's including xorg proto, which is something I added when we did our configure. Well, automake added, but anyway. And then here's the system ones that Zig's adding that it should not be adding. And maybe, you know what's weird though is, I don't understand why it's adding these, because when we did a dash no standard lib, it couldn't find standard io.h. Oh, dash no standard lib is, no, it is here, sorry, okay. Is there something else in here that's adding it back in? Warnings. Huh. Could these be some shenanigans of those tools? It could be. I think we can try to take this zigcc statement and see if we remove all the other arguments, if we still get that error. Like, okay, what if we just remove, I don't know, remove this, I don't know. Oh no, we'll keep that. Okay, so remove all the warnings. That'll narrow it down. So So should get the same error, yeah. Okay, and then what else can we remove? Remove dash G, dash O2, MT. I'm trying to remember what MT is. This is like some manifest file stuff that I think has to do with dependencies. Maybe it's the dash C. Ooh, I wonder if it's the dash C. Zig might behave differently if you're compiling versus linking. Yeah, I bet it's that. So if I remove the dash C, oh, okay, it's not that. You know, Matuba, maybe they're adding like some global includes, like somewhere. Maybe the tools did do something funky. What if we did a dash dash? I was gonna say dash dash verbose CC. Does that work? Well, let's look at the actual CC command line. So it's showing us that it's executing the CC1 preprocessor. Let me see what the in our hello example from the beginning of the stream. Oh, this is the wrong. I've got so many windows open, it's hard to keep track of them sometimes. Okay, so we get the behavior here. So if I did like a dash V, oh, you know what the difference is here is in this case I'm in a Nix shell. Was I in a Nix shell in the other one? No, I'm not in a Nix shell. So it's possible that Zig, are we specifying a target? We are. It's possible that Zig's like using the system C compiler to find stuff. We might need to implement no standard ink after all. Because like in this case, like let's do this. Let's no standard lib. And then if I don't add no standard lib, yes standard lib. Okay, so without standard lib, you get the error. And with standard lib, okay, so it's adding, in this case it seems to be working like expected. It's only adding the headers, it's not including them when we say no standard lib. So what's different about this and this? Could be like a recent change, possibly. No, I think we're using the same Zig. What if I add a dash C? It doesn't do it. Okay, what if I just do everything here with hello.c? That worked. Oh, well, that worked because I actually have standard io.h in this one. So if I remove that, still works. That's the mystery. Why is that? Let's just remove this stuff too. Oh, that shouldn't have had any effect. Oh, -LC. Oh, I think that's what it is. Because I said -LC, Zig is saying, oh, you want to link libc, but you want to link the libc I have, not your libc. Okay, so I think if we rename our library to something else, like ziglibc, then, so I think ziglibc is special handling the C library and using its own. And in turn, adding the header files at the same time. Okay, this should be an easy fix. Just change the name of it. What do you want to name it? Name's right here, so we'll just call it Ziggy C. Kind of looks like Zigic. Sizzle. I want to like something that I can like see and like know. At least for now. It's probably I'll probably change it back to something else, but let's clean out the everything. Build it again. Okay, and then we'll change our command line to, instead of LC, we want L-sizzle. Okay. So we should have lib sizzle and lib start. Okay, let's try it again now. So that was an interesting one. Some play on Ciguana. Ooh, that's clever. Ciguana. I think I had a Go script here. Go. Okay, something else broke before we got to where we were before. Okay, why does our C compiler not work anymore? Let's see. Can't find sizzle. What? You should be right here. Did I misspell it? Oh, where's my lib sizzle at? Is this the wrong path? Oh, I gotta like get all my windows straight. I edited the one on my other computer. Oh goodness. Okay, where are you at? ziglibc. Wait, I don't even have a ziglibc window open on this computer. Okay, here's a new Emacs. Name ziglibc. Okay. Let's increase the font. 140. Okay. Just make sure we're up to date at least. not really up to date. Okay. We're Ciguana. Ciguana. I like that. That's cool. Go with that for now. Zig build. Okay, let's run that. No, actually, let's clean first. Zig cache. You get like so paranoid, like, well, especially when you're working like, because this isn't like a supported use case. It's like we're sort of like going under the hood here. So lots of the conveniences, like good rebuild detection, just sometimes doesn't work. I should have cleaned there too, but let's just double check that that wasn't the issue. Okay. That doesn't look right. It says C sizzle. Where's our C1 at? We're still failing on the right. Yep, dep, xord proto, big log. Okay. As I say, did I not update the build file? Oh, I didn't update the build file. Ciguana. There we go. Okay, hopefully we get back to where we were. Oh, dang it. Oh, we did get further. Okay, this is good. Okay, so I think we got further than we should have the first time because we were using like some of the headers from Muscle. And now we're actually using the ones from ziglibc. So we didn't get as far. And I actually did see this error the other day. Let's see what it says. It could not determine how to. Oh yeah, because it's trying to compile the. It's trying to compile a simple program with an FD set in it and try to access this FDS bits, but it failed. But didn't fail because it couldn't access it. It just had another random failure. So let's go fix that failure. Here's the program that fails. And it should tell us why here. Unknown type name FD set. Okay, that's easy to fix. So what's it trying to compile and what's it including? Okay, so it's including all these headers. We don't know which of these is true, but one of these, I think it's supposed to, select is the new one and these three are the old ones. So let's go add it to whichever one it needs it. I want to make sure I'm up to date. I get paranoid about that. Okay. So let's add it. RGFD set inc. It's in sys time. And that's it. The thing is we don't know which of these is true, these if-defs. Oh wait, maybe we do. Are they supposed to be up here? Have. I don't see any of them that are true. Okay, have sys. Do we know which ones are true? Oh, so it tested for them here, so it could not find sys select. So let's maybe add sys select then. Okay, this is part of, I'm pretty sure it's part of POSIX. I should pull up the C standards as well and just double check whether they're in there. One of the cool things about doing all this is I'm learning where all the symbols come from, like whether it's from the C standard or the POSIX standard or some custom thing from Linux or glibc. There's C89, C99, C11. Select.h, nope. I mean, it's sys, which I'm pretty sure is exclusive to POSIX. Yeah. Okay, so we're right here. And there's also like multiple POSIX standards as well. I'm sure that like by the end of this, I'll have all the symbols, where they come from, what revision of what standard it comes from. And then you could customize the header files based on, you know, a certain set of standards or with or without POSIX or, you know, whatever you need. So that's the end goal of the universal headers, but back to this. Let's go ahead and add a header file for this. POSIX sys select.h. I do already have a file here. Oh, I misspelled that. Oh, we didn't add the POSIX headers. My goodness. We did not add the POSIX headers. Do some like fancy. Oh geez, Max doesn't like that. Okay, so we added the libc headers, we didn't add the POSIX headers. Let's do that. I'm guessing that's going to fix this issue here. It's looking good. We're getting further. Okay. Endian.h. Oh, we don't have Endian because that's a Linux specific thing. I just fixed this the other day. So that's one example of knowing where stuff comes from. You should be in Linux. Linux, Endian. Yeah, you're right there. Oh, I think I need to redo the, I need to remove the autogen done file. So it redoes the configure step where it looks for endian.h. Okay, what do we got at now? No space between L and... Ha! So so apparently some things don't like having a space between dash capital L. So we're gonna not do spaces just for compatibility's sake. Space was probably a modern, you know, a modern invention that the old tool chains hadn't discovered yet. I need to do the autogen done again, I think. But this is all we really need to do to add glibc. This is much easier than I thought it was going to be. Didn't have space until you were a grown man. Yeah, you got to earn your spaces through a lifelong of suffering. Okay, look at this. We are linking And these, as I'm looking at them, seem to be symbols we are missing in ziglibc. Well, maybe not. I'm pretty sure we have error now and these stir functions. So for some reason, we're not getting our library. Our cguana library should have these symbols. Oh man, look at look how many there are. Whoa, that's so many. I want to see how many there are. Okay, we're at 4,000 lines divided by 5 or whatever. Is that like 200 or something? I don't know how to do math. Okay. Yeah, I know some of these, yeah, like abort's definitely input. So it's not getting our cguana library somehow, or our cguana library is missing its symbols for some reason. Oh, goodness, I just want to go back to the link command that failed. Oh. Oh, it doesn't tell me the link command. What was it? -- trace? Were we in Xorg Proto or something else? Oh, we were in XAU. So we did finish Xorg Proto. We're back to like where we were before. Okay, so if I run a make here, yep, we get the huge list of errors. So let's go make -- trace. Okay. Then you tell me the linker command. Here, okay. So if I just run this, will I get the errors? Unknown Clang version number. Okay, can I just remove that? No undefined. I wonder why this worked with the other stuff, but it's not working when I execute it on its own. Pick object. Oh, okay, so there's a linker script here, au-dispose.lo, .libs, au-dispose.lo. Oh, that's not what I meant. Where is that file? It's just right here, au-dispose.lo. So linker object meaning like linker script is how I understand it. So, interesting. I'm like curious why this is even working at all now. It's like, okay, what if I run this? Will it work? Interesting. What does libtool do? I've seen like libtool around, but I don't know what it does. Somehow it's making zigcc work. Oh, maybe it's like taking these extra arguments that Zig doesn't recognize and turning them into like something, or like not passing them through to the underlying Zig command. Maybe it's taking these LO files and turning them into like processing them and then not passing them into Zig. I bet that's what's happening. Okay, so why were we doing this? I wanted to see what libraries were being linked. Do we see cguana being linked? We do. Okay, so why is cguana missing all these symbols? Let's take a look at cguana. And there's a .a file and also a .so file. Oh, I did have a bug. Let me make sure I don't have this bug right now. No, I don't. Okay. The .a file is a little bit bigger than the SO file. I don't know if it's using the .a file or the .so file though. Maybe we should do an strace. Strace -e open. It's definitely going to be a sub-process. Let's try open it just to double check. Oh, you know what I can do is I can do an strace and then just grep for Ciguana. Here we go. So it's looking for LA, SO, it finds this one, so it is looking at the SO file, not the A file. So it's doing a, seems like it's doing a dynamic link rather than a static link, which I thought ZigCC typically does static linking by default. It's possible like libtools overriding that somehow. I'm just calling stat again. So let's just see what symbols are in here. I think we just do a grep. No, we won't do a grep. Let's just type it out and look at it. So capital T I think means it's being defined, and then like capital U means it's undefined. So like the TLS get adder is undefined. Which I would think would cause some linker errors, but for some reason it's not. I don't know why. Like, where's abort at? Well, it's right there. I wonder if this libtool is messing up our Ciguana somehow. It's interesting, it looks for the SO, and then it... The other thing is, why are we looking here? Oh, this is our current directory. Okay. And then this looking at in a dash capital L. Okay, that's fine. It's interesting, it looks for the SO, finds it, and then it looks for an LA. Well, it looks for these in pairs, I guess. I can also add a -ff for subprocesses. Oh, look at this, it is opening the .a file. Interesting. It's like this is probably the libtool process here, and it's not looking for the .a file, but at some point it calls zig to link, and it's passing a whole bunch of crap to zig. -lc. You may want to have a look at the .la file to see what libtool stores in it. Okay, I'm not too familiar with libtool, but it kind of looks like it's turning linker scripts into actual linker files. Okay, I'll look at that. You'll see that libtool uses this file to remember the destination directory for the library, the arguments to -rpath, as well as the dependency on the math library -lm. Are you seeing a -lm somewhere? Okay. Libtool. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with libtool. I've seen it used, but ranlib. I also noticed ranlib is being used because when I set up all these automate commands, I gave them one by one the programs that they needed. And so I sort of have in my head, like, well, and in the build script, which actual programs they use. Like they use ranlib, they use AR, and they use libtool and linking libraries. Okay, without libtool, the programmer would invoke the AR command to create a static library. Yep, you take O files and you'd create an A file. Yep. But of course, that would be too simple. Oh, I love that. That would be too simple. So many systems require that you run the ranlib command on the resulting library to give it better karma or so. Who wrote this? The heck? Why is their username Burger? Okay, it seems more natural to use the C compiler. It seems more natural to use the C compiler for this task, given libtool's libraries are programs approach. Okay, so on platforms without shared libraries, libtool simply acts as a wrapper for the system AR and possibly ranlib. Okay. Again, the libtool control file. Okay, so the .la files is a control file for the libtool. Differs from the standard library name .a suffix. So okay, yeah. So you're adding a. Okay. The arguments to libtool are the same ones you would use to produce an executable name. Blah, 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 with your compiler. Okay. Libtool mode link GCC. Okay, so it's telling you what it's doing. It's running AR to create a .a file, I'm guessing from these two. Okay. Trying to build a library from standard objects instead of special LO object files. This doesn't matter. Yeah, I hate to like read through this too much like on stream, but this is something like I'd really want to read through and understand more. Linking executables. In this case, are we linking an no, we're actually linking I think we're linking a shared library, aren't we? We are. A shared library. It said something about shared libraries, like it was, this is okay with static libraries, but on a shared library system, it is of great importance. So it's saying like you don't want to link .o files if you're making a shared library for some reason. Okay, they give you a little example here. Now they actually have LO files. Are we linking LO files? Yeah, I remember seeing all those .lo files here. Yeah. Do we have any .o files? Just to, no, we don't. I don't know why it's adding LC. Well, okay, so maybe what we just read is giving us a hint. It's saying it said something needed the math library. So it adds the -lm. With the right, this time with the library object files. Remember that we also need to add -lm because foo uses, I was saying it's adding it manually. Okay, so here's where the rubber might meet the road here. So this, let's see, what was the error we got again with this? It was that we're missing all these symbols, which I don't know how that's possible when we're adding both LC and LC guana, but the thing is it's adding dash LC, isn't it? I think libtool is adding dash LC, which is going to cause Zig to add its own C libraries. And do you provide dummy sub libc libraries like libm, libpthread? No, not right now. I have not done that one yet. I think, yeah, we'll have to tackle that one when it becomes an issue. But this dash LC, it changes Zig's behavior. Like, for example, we saw that when you're compiling, it adds the standard C library, the system C library headers, which we don't want. In this case, it would probably be, what it would be doing is building muscle and then linking against the muscle static libraries. So I would expect to see a bunch of duplicate symbol errors. That's not what we were seeing, was it? We are seeing duplicate symbols. Oh, okay, I thought it was saying missing symbols. Okay, so now it does all make sense. So the problem here is that I believe it's libtool. Libtool is adding dash LC. We don't want it to add dash LC because that causes Zig to build and link muscle. So we can either fix libtool or something in the pipeline to remove libc, which we could probably add like as a temporary fix. We could probably, instead of calling Zig, call like our Zig. Whenever it sees dash LC, it just yeets that thing out of there. We could do that as a temporary workaround. The other solution is, what I wanted to do was name our library LC or libc, but doing so causes Zig to build and link muscle, which we don't want. So if we want to do this one requires changes to Zig. This one we can do with a hacky script, which we can do in a few minutes, I think. So let's do the hacky one for now. So let's make a script called Zig no libc. Solution 3, replace libtool, lol. Yeah, that sounds like hard mode for sure, Matuma. Zig no libc. Unless you know something I don't. I don't know if you're making a joke or if that was a serious suggestion. So let's just we'll make it a Python script. Why not? Main. And then all we need to do is for arg in sys.argv, I think. Let's see, how to do Python, I forget. Let's actually close that and then we'll reopen it and it'll see the shebang header and make it look pretty. Okay, so I think we'll need OS. So let's do os.exec vp, or yeah, it's probably vp, and we'll just go sys.argv. New args equals new args.append arg new args. And we'll go from 1, and then we'll say equals zig. Missing positional argument args. Oh, okay, so we want zig and new args. Okay, so that gives us zig, and if I went like cc, yep, and if I give it, so we'll just say if arg equals -lc, then we skip it. Skip. That's it. That's our hacky script. Okay, let's replace zig with our zig no libc. Oh, continue, not pass. Oh, it's fine. It's in an else, so we're good. Pass is an up. Yeah. I think we're still good. Okay, where do we set zig? It's in like find tools. Yeah, right here. Okay, so const zig no libc equals pwd zig no libc. Okay. All right, you think this will work? I'm not confident it will work. Okay, I think we got the same error here, which is interesting. Libtool, let's see, how do I go to the beginning of this? Make, there we go. Okay, so why did we actually call, oh, I think I keep forgetting to do that, the clean deps. Maybe I should just add that to my Go scripting I'm calling. Okay, so we got a failure earlier, so that's actually a little promising. There's probably just something wrong with our script here. Maybe we should hard code. Yeah, I think we should hard code our actual zig path. We don't care if this is pretty. We're just going to hard code all of our paths. This is just to get stuff working. Zig and zig. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, so still probably something wrong with our script. X or proto config.log. All right, so it looks like the basic one failed. Oh, Python 3 knows such file directory. Okay, so let's hard code that. Oh, I'm on Ubuntu. Okay. User/bin. There we go. Actually, I don't need that then. Okay, that's looking better. Dang it. Maybe our script. Hopefully it's just our script. Make. Okay, let's see. Are we still in? XAU? Yeah, we are. Okay. libxau make. Okay. Now how did we get the dash dash trace? Oh goodness, that's such a big commandment. All right, so let's run it manually. Still get it. We want to verify whether or not our script is working, so we'll just say print here, and we'll say print skipping LC. Okay, I don't see a here. I wonder if libtool is seeing the duplicates before calling the linker. I doubt it. Oh, it's possible though. What if we just added no standard lib to libtool? No, it's already getting it here. Let's take a quick peek at libtool. So libtool is just like this generated bash script that must get generated during the autoconf stage. So we can actually like look at all of its source pretty much. Maybe print sys argv1 at the beginning to see what's getting passed. Yeah, I mean we could do that. Wait a second. I didn't see any output though, is the thing. Oh, I did. Oh, okay, so let's print. For some reason I thought I wasn't getting any output. Yeah, we could print the resulting args here and just double check that there's no libLC in it. Wait a second, what's going on? There's something like funky going on. So I go here. Oh yeah, it's here. Here, skipping libc, and here's the args. Yeah, so we're not getting past zig libc. This is what we're passing. And we can execute this. Let's execute it. So if I go space.join new args, that should be the command line that we can copy and paste. Yeah, we get the same error. Okay, so we'll... Oh, look at this. We're getting past the same library multiple times. I wonder if that could be it. Nope, that's not it. Okay. No standard lib. Dash I, dash I, dash I. That should be fine. Dash L. Start cguana shared. Ooh, maybe it's this link script. I think Matuba might have said something about that. Let's come back to that in a second. For some reason these are duplicated, I don't know why. Let's just remove them to simplify. Get rid of that. We don't need that, we don't need that. We don't care about this stuff. This could be relevant. What's this? Oh, it's just the dash O. Okay. And we don't, let's just remove this for simplicity. Okay. It should still get the same error. We do. Yeah. Okay, I bet you it must, the only thing I could see that would do it would be this link script then. Yeah, it is. Okay. So what is this script? Okay. It's just saying a bunch of .o files. Can .o files tell you to link in another library? I don't think they can. What if I just pass these in manually? What? Oh. I think that was an Emacs thing, like. Okay, we still have duplicate symbols, so is there a build of libc that gets embedded into one of those files? Yeah, I suppose that's possible. Oh yeah, because I think we're linking it in statically. Now, if they're exported as weak symbols, then that should be okay. But so that could be one of the problems, is they need to be weak symbols. If you ran like nm on one of these, let's see if we see like our libc functions in here. Yeah, here's all the string functions. Yeah, I think it's probably getting compiled into all of them. Yeah, so I'm realizing why this is happening. This is happening because every time we run the CC compiler, maybe we can do something with our script. Okay, so we can do this. Have cguana equals false. If arg equals -l cguana, have cguana equals true. Don't need this anymore. So what we'll do here is at the end, we'll add cguana back in if we didn't see -c. Compile only flag equals false. This is like super hacky, but it's okay. Okay, so if we don't compile only flag and have cguana, then we'll add it. And we could do the same thing with start as well, but we didn't really have an issue with that one yet, so let's try that. Okay, so, oh, did I have a typo? Cguana? Cgao. Okay, so this is new. Let me make sure I'm gonna, this is like just, this is actually happening. Okay, I think this broke something. Let's see what's going on here. Dep / xorg proto config.log. Okay, so why didn't this work? Where's the compile errors at? This is interesting. So we're running zigcc here, and we're passing in -c. Why is it saying unknown type name FD set? I don't understand that part. That would, I mean, to me, that would mean that the header file is not working. But we didn't change anything to do with the header file. At least I don't think so. Maybe we should do this here. Zig cc. Warning, sys selected present but cannot be compiled. Okay. So that's an issue. Let's see why that is. Okay, select.h. What's going on here? Let's do the same thing with start. I was thinking we would need to do that anyway. Is it that you're effectively stripping away... Oh, shit. And the funny thing is, like, I remember when I was writing this, like, a couple minutes ago, I was like, I need to remember to add it to the back into the args. But I still forgot it. I got distracted by something. Thank you very much. Okay, that was definitely at least an issue. There may be more as well, but... Thank you very much, Porky Shinwell. Okay. A new error. What is this new error? Okay, so we're actually seeing what ZigCC is getting past now, which is kind of cool. What's going on here? We're calling ZigCC. Is it this? I think it might be the same one. Libs out. Do we have the linker script in here somewhere? Yes, we do. Okay, can't create dynamic relocation against local symbol. Oh, we need fpic. I probably need to add fpic to my libraries in ziglibc. If they're not, they may not be added by default. What is the build? I think it's like fpic in the libxeobjects step. Pick. Force pick equals null. Okay. So let's just add it to both. To be not sure if this is really needed or not, but it shouldn't hurt anything except performance to enable it. We'll do that with both of them. Probably, never mind. That's fine. If I missed it there, I missed it here too. Okay, try that. There you go. Oh my gosh, I think that we got past it. Wow, wow, that's crazy. Did we really get that far with my library? This seems crazy to me. There's got to be like something I did wrong. Like there's no way we got that far. I'm like very suspicious about this, but if we got that far, that's really cool. We built, let me do like a bit of a clean here. Let's just remove everything and zig out. Okay, let's run it one more time. Just to see everything that we actually built. Let's see, so the first thing we build is, I think XCB proto is the first thing we built, and that I don't think even needs a C compiler. And then Xorg macros, which probably, yeah, that also doesn't need a C compiler, that's just automake scripts. Xorg proto is the first thing with the C compiler, and that's where we're getting our first error. And then it's XAU, which is where we're getting our second errors, and then it's XCB, and I think we got to XCB. So we've already built 2 of the X11 libraries. After XCB, it's XTrans, which stands for transport, and then it's X11, the main library, and then it's XEXT, which Doom uses for shared memory extension for X. So yeah, we made progress with our freaking hacky scripts. Yeah, so we're removing, I'll print something here since we can print something there. ZigCC warning -LC was passed to us. Oh, what's up, Christoph? How's it going? I haven't caught one of your streams in a little while. That would seem to be at inconvenient times for me, the last few ones. But we're pretty excited right now. We just got through compiling 2 of the X11 libraries with my version of ziglibc, which is crazy. Oh, cool, yeah. Yeah, it's cool to see you. Last time Andrew was able to show up, and I think he helped me find a couple errors. Seems like every stream, like somebody helps me find some error. It's super nice to like have other people to check on you. All right, so we're missing a header file, UIO. sysuio. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to open a browser window here. I'm not sure if I'm still on stream or not. My desktop manager is freaking out right now. My desktop manager's just crashed. Oh, shoot. Do we need to do like a hard reboot or something? I saw a message on stream chat, so I don't know if I'm still live or what. Um, I'm like trying to press Control Alt Delete, and I don't know if that's a thing on Linux. I'm using the default one in Ubuntu, which I think is GNOME. Oh my goodness. I don't know, I might need to do like a hard reboot or something. Which sucks, because then I gotta open all my windows again. Wayland moment, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a hard reboot. I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Okay, maybe I'm back. How do I get OBS to show me the chat? Go to your channel. Oh, you can do it like from Twitch itself.
With that. With that. With that. With that.
Docs chat.
With that.
Docs chat. Scene sources. Scene sources. Oh goodness. We gotta stop that. Okay. Lock UI, reset UI, custom browser docs. Well, apparently there's a way to do this on Twitch somehow. The last time that I opened, it was the first time I opened OBS before I started the stream. It just had it open. Like I logged into Twitch and then it was just there. The gear icon pop-up chat. Okay, gear icon. This one? No. There's like so many gear icons. Oh, on Twitch. Oh, okay. We can do that. And Christoph, I would use your, shoot, what was it called? Bork? But like I couldn't get it to build. To be honest, if you're on Linux, you have no excuse. Okay, now I gotta find the gear icon on Twitch. Oh, there it is. Why build? Oh, do you have a pre-build? Okay, cool. We'll get it. Okay, we're gonna get Bork running. Oh, let's get this out of here so we don't have infinity in the back of our minds. There's a release. Okay, let's find this release. Releases. Linux x86 64. Okay. Okay, unzip, bork. Okay. Oh, it's just there. Move, bork. Okay. Bork. Okay. Bork start. Welcome to Bork. Please input your Twitch username. Bork allows you to interact with it 2 ways. Clicking on messages, which allow you to highlight them. Okay. And by invoking the Bork executables with various subcommands. Okay, cool. The second mode will allow you to send messages to Twitch chat, display pop-ups at AFK stat. Okay. Bork, okay, so you capture Control-C signal. It's always easy to tell if a zip was made by a Mac user. Yeah. I just learned like a little bit about that. There was like a YouTube video that talked about, what were they called? But Windows has like a similar thing where you can, it was the NTFS file system, where you can have like files associated with another file. And when you delete the main file, it deletes all the other files, but Windows used it to like know where files came from, like if they came from the internet or something. Okay. To close it, you'll do bork quit. All right. Yes, this command is already implemented. Yeah, I will enable that. Which port? Sure. Christoph, do you listen on the local address or do you listen on the public address? 6266. I just don't want to. Well, I guess I am behind a rat, a gnat, so I'm fine. All right. Okay, I'm gonna move this over to my window just so I don't copy and paste my token on accident. We're setting up Bork live, baby. I have to find my Twitch token. Is that, do you find that by like logging onto Twitch?
No sevens, no zeros.
Security and privacy, I bet it's in here somewhere. Password. Yep, you catch signals, it's a safety measure, you don't have to make somebody kill bar. It kind of sucks to lose chat history. Yeah, local. Okay, good. Surely nothing on the message you should give. The message will give you a link. Oh, it gives me a link? Okay, thank you. Okay, I think I got it. Paste. Success, great job. I think we're in. Uh-oh. I think I need to Bork quit. Can I run commands here or do I run it from another shell? I'll probably run it from another shell. Okay. So I probably need to size it before I start Bork is my guess. Oh no, the blue. Yeah, I'm guessing that came from resizing it after starting it. But hopefully we should be good now. Okay, that should be good enough. All right, how many windows did we have open? We had the X11 window. the ziglibc window. We'll make this the ziglibc window. Okay, and what did we change? We had fixed this header file, and then we had added force pick. So we have 2 fixes in here so far from the stream. The blue stuff is a bug related to resize. Yeah, to resizing. You should normally be able to you should normally be able to resize. Oh, okay. Anyway, welcome to Bork. Okay, cool. All right, so we got our ziglibc window. Let's get a X11 window open here. Cool. We have our hacky zig no libc script, and I have to remember what the full command line is. libxext-d ubuntu -- verbose. Oh wait, I had a go script. Oh, and the target, that was what I missed. That's the important part. I feel like the font should be bigger on the chat. How to do font. I think this is the GNOME. What's the GNOME shell called again? It's, I forget. GNOME terminal. I think it's just GNOME terminal actually. Terminal increase font size. Oh, Control plus. Do you think Bork will handle font resize? Oh. Okay. It did handle it. Well, I guess Bork didn't need to do anything. The terminal didn't have to like rewrap anything. But now I have to resize it. Okay, cross your fingers. Oh, the blue's back. Oh, it went away. Bork quit. Now let me start it. That's okay. There should be, you know what you could add to Bork is have it save the messages locally to a file, and then if you stop it and restart it, it can read the saved content and keep it around. Maybe I don't know how you'd reset it though for a new stream, but or maybe don't reset it. Just leave the content up for the next stream, and then you can let them clear it if they want. That might be a cool feature. If you want in the future to get the best out of Bork, run it in Kitty. Oh. Sudo apt install Kitty. Does it give me special Bork powers? Okay, we'll do Kitty. Kitty. And you can have like multiple instances of Bork running, can't you? Okay, Bork. Start. Oh, fine. Bork quit. Bork start. Oh yeah. I'm looking at the actual Twitch chat, but Christoph says it'll play with Bork. Yeah, okay. There we go. Probably every streamer who's doing Zig needs to use Borg. Okay. Oh, we're back to where we were. sysuio.h. What is sysuio.h? I am not familiar. Oh, it's the IOVEX stuff. Oh, is it that all it is these? Is it defines the IOVEX struct? Kitty also has fastest response time. Oh, really? You know, I once did like an evaluation of a whole bunch of Linux terminals, all the ones that I saw in Nix. I forget what they all were. I probably won't be able to find it anyway. It would have been something like terminal. Well, Sakura was one of them, and Sakura was the one I ended up liking the most. So I looked at all of these. Well, this looks a little bigger. Oh, and there's Kitty. And I had like a few criteria that I was using to evaluate them. One of them was like I wanted to be able to build it myself, and I wanted it to be like in C or something. Where's the source code for it? Okay, these are patches. Can I like open links? Maybe not. COVID, that's an unfortunate name. Okay. Shift control. Oh, cool. Okay, what's it written in? Let's see. Oh, it's got a shell.nix. That's points. Or run Borg links. Okay. I mean, it's a cool name too, right? Kitty. Oh, okay, the C code, I'm not vibing too much on the C code, but it is in C, at least some of it is. Lots of Python, interesting. I wonder if it's mostly running in Python. Most of the repo is in Python. Oh, okay. Yeah, Python's, I mean, for a scripting language, it's one of my favorites. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, if he wants to use Python, but he's like using C probably maybe to get access to certain things that Python doesn't expose, that's what I'm guessing why he's using C. You should check out Zig. Very cool. All right, so all we got to do is define this IOVEX structure here. For scatter, gather, IO, yep. And then it includes these two types, and then these. Okay, so this is a very simple header file. You can do that one real quick. Or should I put everything? Let's put this on the left, maybe? Kitty comes with some command helpers that are implemented in Python, but the shell itself is C as far as I know. Okay, when looking into implement support for emoticons, I found Kitty's graphics protocol to be the best. Cool. I don't care what language it's written in if it works amazing. I mean, that's true. I guess like I was getting picky with the language because there were so many options. I was like, I have to find something to distinguish between them, you know? And I was like, it would be really cool if it worked really well and it was simple and something that I could easily build. Okay, so we're going to add a new POSIX header. Let's copy one of these. I forget what format I use. So sys uio h define and if standard stuff. Oh, I added some trailing white space somehow. Okay, struct iovec. And we need a void star IOV base and a size t IOV len. We also are going to need size t, which is in libc. And for those who haven't seen, I have private headers as well. So any type that's shared between any of the public headers is in a private header and then included by the public headers. And the reason why I do that is because I don't want to include any of the other, I don't want any public header including any other public header. So that's why I have these private ones. And that'll help keep everything organized. And we also need S size T for some reason. Oh, no, it's not saying it needs to give you S size T, probably because it's because these are returning it, so that's why we need it. Where's S size T? That may not be in libc. It's in, it is in POSIX. So libc does not define S size T. Just copy these functions here. I think that's all we need. You don't even need to really build, we just change the headers, so. Let's see if we get any further. I think we might have. We're still in XCB. Okay, so we're missing uint8 dot uint the fixed width integers for some reason, or at least that one. That should be an easy fix. We need to figure out which header it's including and figure out why it's missing. What are we compiling here? XCB con, okay. Let's just take a gander at what that looks like. Yeah, it might be standard int.h, yeah. Why am I not finding it? C. Might be in a subdirectory. No, it's in source. Okay. Does it have standard int.h? If it does, it doesn't, but xcb.h could. Standard int. Okay, so it's saying it includes systypes and then standard int.h. Okay, now we need to check where that type comes from. So, kind of what the process I use here is I first check the C standards. Oh, no, I meant to go to here. So I've got the C standards here and links to their texts. And like if I look up standard int.h, so we don't even have standard int.h in the C89, C90 standard. C99 does have it. Okay, yes. So now I'm remembering now, I did this earlier. It doesn't actually say the types, but it says like all the fixed width integer types. So it is in C99. So let's go add those to standard int.h. Yeah, in standard int.h, I just have an if def here. If we're not in at least C99, then this is an error. So we're just missing uint 8. Let's take uint 16 and modify it. Replace 16 with 8. And then we'll add a test for it. Types.c 16. Size of uint 8 should be 1. Okay, let's run the test. Actually, it probably should be a short. It probably should be a car, huh? Or was it libc standard int? Oh, private uint 8 car. Okay, so now we can run the test, and the test will verify that it's the right size. Okay, we're good. Let's try building X11 again, see if we get any further. Let me close this real quick. Okay. Oh, now we're missing int16. Well, now that we just did uint 8, this is going to be very easy. Inc. libc private. Let's just copy uint 16. Int 16. Replace UI with I. And add it to standard int. Should we just add the other ones while we're here? I don't know. Maybe we should. Unsigned sign. Oh, thank you. Yes. Private int 16 to get rid of that signed. And then while we're here, let's add int 8.h. Replace the UI with I. Remove the unsigned. Back to standard int. Let's do the other two. Private uint 32, int 32 t.h, UI with I, sign, get rid of you. This is wrong. You must add signed car, or car will be implementation defined. That is a good point. You are correct, Matuba. Signed. Thank you. Uint 32, I think I did in 32. Uint 64. Oops, I meant to do int 64 t.h. Okay. Let's go add the rest of them to standard int.h. and then add tests for them. So we've got int 8, int 16, int 32, and int 64. Okay, let's run our test. Oh, excuse me. For anybody who wasn't here earlier, I'm getting over a little bit of a cold, so. I have really big sneezes. Okay, so thank you very much. It looks like our tests worked. The other sizes can be adjusted later. Yeah, and the test will verify for any platform that we need to. Just like as a sanity check, it ran so fast I'm like suspicious that it even ran. So let's just like change something and make sure it fails. Yeah. And 64.8 does not equal 7. Yeah. Okay. So we should be good there. Let's add. Run it again. Did I? Oh, when I defined the uint32, I just said unsigned instead of unsigned int. So when I removed the unsigned, it removed everything. That should have caused our test to fail though. So I'm wondering why it didn't. Huh. That's weird. Each time we run this, I'm seeing like more getting compiled, which is cool. So we're making progress. Okay, warning, declaration of struct sockadder will not be visible outside of this function. So that's telling me that they're not getting the definition of struct sockadder because this is the first time the compiler is seeing it. It's not seeing a public declaration of it, so we're missing it in one of the headers. Oh, it's from our header, socket.h. So our socket.h is not defining struct adder or sockadder before bind. Syssocket.h, sockadder, and I don't see it. So where is that supposed to be? RG sockadder inc. Okay, it is getting defined in in.h. So what we need to do is we need to move it to a private header and then have socket included from the private header. So private sockadder.h. Okay, like that. And I don't know if we need sockadder in or not, so we'll keep that here for now. Private sockadder h. Okay. SA family. Yeah, I just threw this out of my head. Like, this is just from memory, if that's the right definition or not. I know that's not the right length, but this also is, I think, from memory. Okay, and we need it in socket.h. So we need it, let me just put it at the top, I guess. Private sockadder. Okay. I think we just changed headers around, so we don't need to rebuild. Okay, progress. Missing FCNTL. Are we? We are missing it. So who defines FCN? I'm pretty sure that's POSIX, but let's double check. Yep, it's not in the C standard. Did I put a link to the POSIX standards here? No, I usually just Google those. Yeah, these like opengroup.orgs are mostly what I've been using here. And what header file? Porky beat me to it. Oh, you found another one. Okay, yeah. This pub's open groups site. Okay, cool. Okay, it's in uni std, and oh, it's a var arg. Okay, so that means since Zig doesn't support var args, we'll have to support this. Put this in C. Okay, cool. Inc POSIX unit. And we could include all these types as well. Might as well while we're here. Oh, hold on. This is an FCNTL, but it's saying it's also in unit STD. What does OH mean? Optional header. I'll put a comment here about that optional header. Note FCNTL and the F star constants also be in unit std.h according to the POSIX docs. And I'm in the wrong header here. I need to be in FCNTL. I'll like put a little, these in like a section or something so I can know which. And then we'll get these definitions from Zig. For get owner is 5 and set owner is 6. Okay. All right, that's probably good for now. O non-block. We're missing O non-block. That should be up here somewhere. That's probably not going to have O. Non-block is 4,000 octal. And FD cloexec. Okay. Is that in here? So these are F functions. Where are the FD functions? RGFD inc. Let's look in Zig. Whoa. Cloexec. Let's look for that. O cloexec. Okay, what's the difference between O and FD cloexec? Well, I see it here. It's just FD cloexec equals 1. But where's that coming from? It might be like a Linux specific thing. I see it in the Linux manual page. See, most of these constants are just F underscore, and this one's like different because it's FD underscore. I think it might be a Linux thing. Well, it is here in POSIX. Okay. And I think Zig defined it as one. Yeah. Just put it there for now. Huh. Did I? Oh, one. H2NL. That should be in nd and .h, which is provided by Linux. Okay. xcbcon. Oh, you know, that also might be defined by one of the networking headers. Let's see. I mean, let's double check the C standard real quick just to make sure it's not there. POSIX. Here we go. ARPA, INET, okay. Are we including that? We're including it in XCB auth. But we're compiling xcbcon. We're also including it in xcbutil. Okay, why? This could be like a bug in XCB. This is funny too, like POSIX I think has in types.h, which the C standard has standard int.h. Something else like might commonly be including ARPA inet.h, and that's why it just happens to be getting it. Yeah. That might have been a warning though. Maybe we can ignore that. Oh no, it's not a warning because we're at C99. What to do about this? And we could patch it. This is like the sort of thing where like ziglibc, if it's like really gonna be like really useful in the way I want it to be, it should be able to handle things like this and to be able to emulate the behavior of other tool chains, because they might be depending on a tool chain specific behavior here, where one of these header files typically just happens to pull in this other header file or these definitions through some mechanism, and we could encode that behavior somehow and like say, okay, if you want to emulate GCC version whatever, then this header file it will include the other header file, for example. I'm not ready to like start putting that level of detail into it yet, like that's down the road. But that's something that I have in mind that we could do. Just trying to see if there's anything else that could, I mean, there's like syssocket.h or net inet. Like it could be expecting one of these to include it. Yeah, that's all the, I see on the Windows side of things, sysselect xcb windefs. Okay. What's in there, I wonder? WinSock 2. I think those might be defined here in Windows, WinSock 2. Could be this one too, I'm not sure. Oh, they define IOVec here. Interesting. I would have expected like one of these common header files to include something like ARP inet, but the grep showed us that none of them are. Well, for now we can just add it. Star include arpa/inet.h. Just add it for now. And I'm surprised it didn't give us an error saying it couldn't find that header. Maybe we just need to add it. Maybe it pulled it from somewhere else or something, I don't know. Okay, oh, I do have it defined. I didn't know I did. Okay. Oh, I wonder, you know, it's possible it did include it, but I just haven't filled it out. Let's hope that's actually what happened. Let me remove that fix I made. Okay, ARPA. And what do we need in here? These. Well, seems like we still need the actual header included though. Okay, yeah, that fixed it. Cool, so now we need pthread stuff. Pthread stuff. Oh, what's after pthread stuff? No, it would be easy to add. Like it's just easy mutex lock, mutex init, mutex destroy, convoy. That's like 6 functions or something. Not too bad. Okay, let's add them. All right, thanks, Christoph. We'll see you. Thanks for stopping by. All right, we'll see you, Porky. I'm going to be done in a few minutes anyway, but hopefully we'll see you again sometime. All right, so we just need a few of these functions here. See, with stuff around mutex, mutex lock was one of them. Oh, wrong window. P-thread, yeah, okay. Okay, that's one we need. Mutex unlock was one. Oh, goodness. I think I'm going to have to stop it here. I'm starting to get like a cough again. I think it's from being in this room, but yeah, I think we'll call it there. I'll probably keep hacking on this, make more progress before the next stream, and maybe by that time we'll actually have X11 building. But thanks for everyone who stopped by. It's fun having the community here, talking with people, and hope to see you guys again. I'll see you later.